Hi everyone and welcome to a very exciting channel update here on Theme Park Worldwide. I can firmly stand here and say that 2025 has been amazing so far. We've visited a variety of different theme parks all around the world, filmed lots of different vlogs, news updates and POVs to share with you here on the channel. And I just want to say a huge thank you from the bottom of my heart for all of your continued support. Myself and Charlotte really do appreciate it, and without you watching all of our different videos and interacting with us, we wouldn't be able to visit all of these different amazing destinations and bring you content here on YouTube. So thank you so much from the both of us. It really does mean the world to us. We started off 2025 in the theme park capital of the world, Florida. We did all the theme parks at Walt Disney World, Universal, Busch Gardens, SeaWorld, did lots of different new rides as well, and of course returning to some of our favourites as well, which was a great way to start the year. Along with that, we most recently did a huge Europe trip where we visited a variety of different theme parks last month, including getting on quite a few new rides as well, which was brilliant. We do love a good road trip and visiting lots of different theme parks all together, having a day at each of them, and of course going to each different park every day is really exciting. It's really refreshing. I know you always enjoy them trips on the channel, so stay tuned for more of that coming up in the future. We've also visited quite a few new theme parks this year, both on the Europe trip and most recently where I went over to Florida for Epic Universe, the brand new theme park that officially opens next week over in Florida. I was lucky enough to go to 3 of the annual pass previews and I had an absolutely amazing time. As I mentioned in the vlogs, I really didn't think I was going to be getting to Epic Universe until later this year, but being pass holders for Universal Orlando, they announced the previews and of course the dates worked out really well. I literally flew out there for 3.5 days, hammered the park, did everything I could do and had an absolutely awesome time. 3 of the best days I've ever had in a theme park, and you can check out all of those vlogs in the dedicated playlist here on Theme Park Worldwide, including my first reaction to Epic Universe. It really is an amazing park and it'll always be a real special memory for me stepping into that park for the first time. Of course, we are going to be back at Epic Universe and Florida later this year in September 2025. And that will also be Charlotte's first time stepping into the park and of course those first reactions to it all as well, which I can't wait to see. I've seen the park now and I loved it to bits, but I just can't wait to step in there with Charlotte and she can go and ride everything and experience it all for the first time, which is going to be truly wonderful. Of course, Charlotte could have come out on the trip with me a few weeks ago, but she decided, obviously being pregnant at the moment, she can't ride the attractions. She wanted to wait until she could ride everything before she steps into the park, which is completely understandable. She could have come, but just walked around the park and seen the shows and things, but she just wanted to wait until the time was right and later this year when she can step into the park and experience everything. It'd kind of be like going into a sweet shop but not being allowed any sweets, wouldn't it? You get to see it all, get all the smells and everything like that, but obviously with a brand new theme park, you want to go in there and ride everything. So yeah, Charlotte can't wait for that, and of course we're really excited for that coming up in September. We're going to be back at Disney, back at Universal, and lots of different vlogs on the way from that later in 2025. Now, another huge reason why I wanted to film this video was because of a couple of different reasons. Firstly, our baby is due literally in the next few days and we are very excited for everything that's going to be coming up in 2025 and beyond with our little one. We've got so much planned with him and honestly, we just can't wait to have our family memories, those amazing moments, and take him to all these different theme parks and on our travels around the world. So I've got quite a bit that I want to talk about regarding that in this video, and also as well, we've got our brand new logo. You can see it now all across the channel, our social media pages, and here on my fancy new polo shirt as well. But yeah, we've got our brand new logo, so I just want to talk a little bit about that as well, and of course the future of Theme Park Worldwide, hence the title of this video. So yeah, lots of exciting things that have already happened so far this year. We've got our own personal roller coaster ride that's about to start with the little one, and we just can't wait now. We are itching for him to come. We can't wait. The due date officially is in just over 2 weeks' time. It could come at any point really now, and yeah, we're not going to go into the exact details of the pregnancy and things in this video, but over on our second channel, the Sandbrook Adventures, Charlotte's done some amazing videos talking all about the pregnancy, everything that she's been going through, all the different stages of the trimesters, and it's been really fascinating for me to actually hear all that as well, because honestly I've really enjoyed the whole kind of process of learning more about it, and obviously going to be a dad soon, which is very exciting, and that kind of leads me on to this next section now that I wanted to talk about about, you know, what is the future of the channel? What's happening next? We've had a lot of people asking us, you know, are you still going to be visiting theme parks? Are you going to be taking your baby to the theme parks? The answer to that is, of course, yes, we are. We run this channel and both of our channels full time. Just because we're having a baby does not mean we're not going to be visiting the theme parks. If anything, it means there's going to be even more of a variety of content coming up on both the channels in the future. And yes, as I mentioned just, it's going to be our own little roller coaster ride full of amazing highs, and I'm sure there's going to be some lows at some point as well. You know, it's our first time being parents. We're very excited for it. We've got a lot to learn along the way, and we're excited to jump on that. We really are, and just kind of make the most of every amazing moment that we can. And we know there's going to be some difficult times, but we plan on traveling as usual. And obviously, as soon as Charlotte's recovered from the birth itself, then yes, she will be back on the rides, and we're going to be visiting a lot of different theme parks. Now, as soon as we can do, we plan on, of course, making sure that the baby's okay. He'll have his vaccinations and all that kind of stuff. We'll get him registered, of course, and then we'll make sure that he gets his passport ready for traveling around with us. So we've got lots of exciting things planned. We'll kind of be waiting, of course, until we're both ready, and most importantly, our little baby boy is ready for travel. We're not just going to be jumping on a plane, the week after he's born. We're going to be waiting until, he's able to, he's safe to travel, and we've got all the documentation, and we both feel ready as his parents to travel. But of course, we will be doing a lot of travel, which is really exciting. And I just can't wait to see Charlotte getting back on the rides. It's felt like a long time since Charlotte's been on the coasters, and she's done really, really well throughout this pregnancy. Honestly, I'm really proud of Charlotte for everything that she's done. And we've done a lot of theme park trips where obviously she's not been able to ride, but she still had a great time. And I think it's really helped Charlotte walking around the parks and seeing it all still. And instead of just sitting in, it's been more going around the park, still getting out there, getting those steps in, getting that exercise. I think that's really helped Charlotte during the pregnancy, which I've been really pleased about. Obviously, we were both thinking, oh, how's it all going to work with the channel? Charlotte not riding for 9 months, but we're nearly at the end of that now, and I think Charlotte has done absolutely amazing. And of course, we've tried our best to keep the content coming out there, but also not doing too much as well. We've had a lot of rest days. As much as how the videos are edited, it makes it look like we're full on going all the time. We're really not. We have plenty of rest days at home. On the trips, we build in rest days and things as well. And even in the parks, what you're seeing on average is an hour vlog, but realistically, that's filmed across a 10, 12-hour day sometimes. So we've got a lot of time where we're sat on benches, we're resting, we're taking it easy. And that isn't just because of the pregnancy, but just in general, like we do like our chill time and our rest time as well. And obviously we're gonna have that time now to spend with our child as we're going around the theme parks and just making sure that he's okay and everything is all good as well. So yeah, I just wanted to get that in there because it has been a big thing that I wanted to talk about. I've ran this channel for 14 years now, was on YouTube still before that. So I've done this for a long time. It's 8 years and been doing it full time since I left working at Alton Towers. So I just wanted to make sure that I got that in there and say, of course, the content's going to continue. We've already filmed quite a backlog of brand new POVs, including some of the new ones from Alton Towers that are going to be coming up. We've got lots of different vlogs planned across the UK over the next couple of months as well, before we kind of continue on with some more abroad travel later in the year. So just wanted to get that one in there. When the time is right and everything's good, we will be taking him abroad, and I can't wait for it. My mum and dad actively took me a lot away when I was growing up to a lot of different places. I want to be the same, and we both have agreed that we want to make sure that we're keeping busy, taking to all these different places. I think that'll be the best way to learn about things, taking to these different places around the world, which is going to be really exciting. In terms of trips then, like over the next kind of couple of months, we're going to do a lot of UK things. Last summer, I mean, we had a big year of travel abroad. There was a few UK bits that we didn't do last year that we normally would, such as Great Yarmouth, the parks around there. Great Yarmouth, of course, has got some brilliant parks like Joyland there. You've got the piers, you've got the Pleasure Beach. Just down the road in Lowestoft, you've got Pleasurewood Hills. We normally do that every year. We didn't get round to it last summer because we were so busy, so we'll be going back down there. We're going to be doing a lot more of your kind of piers, seaside parks, and for us as a family, that means we're going to be able to stay over for a few nights and maybe like Butlins and Havens and stuff like that, and do some of the smaller amusement parks around the coast over the next couple of months. So that's our kind of plan with that one. Of course, there's quite a few new rides and attractions that are going to be opening still in Europe. We've covered some of the main ones, but there's still a few new bits coming up. There's the new coaster that's just opened right close to Parc Asterix, actually, at La Mer de Sable in France. They've opened a new little wooden coaster called Wild Buffalo. Really want to get on that this year. Along with that, it's really close to Parc Asterix. This summer, they're going to be opening their new Gerstlauer spinning coaster, so we'll probably do a trip and get both of those in. Along with that, there's some other smaller parks that we'd like to do. There's a park in Austria that I'd really like to get to and ride their new coaster, Helios, which looks amazing. So yeah, there's all these different things that we'd like to do. There's a new coaster at Wiener Prater that's just opened in Austria as well. So yeah, we want to go and get to do that. I say just opened, it's in the process. I think it's done soft openings, officially opening soon, a new Mack coaster. So there's quite a few different things that we want to get out there and do in Europe this summer. So yeah, our plan is to go and cover those. It's probably going to be more into July, August by the time we're doing those. But still, we've got those mixed in with a variety of UK theme parks that we're going to be doing as well moving forwards. And then our first kind of big international major trip again will be Florida in September. I don't think we'll be going anywhere outside in the States or anything like that before September. Just being realistic, already been twice this year. I've done Epic Universe, which was amazing. So of course, it'll be when Charlotte goes for the first time and we visit as a family for the first time. It's weird saying that, which is going to be absolutely brilliant. And that's the thing for me. Going to these parks, I love it. I really do. I'm so passionate about the parks and the industry. But taking our little one to these parks is going to be incredible too. Now, I also just wanted to get in regarding that. Some of the other things that we're going to be able to do that we haven't been able to do being just two adults, and that is visiting a variety of different parks, especially here in the UK, that are catered just to young children. They are the Gulliver's theme parks. There's 4 Gulliver's theme parks in the UK. I've done 3 of them, not the latest one, because that only opened a few years ago. I've never been there. I've done the other 3 as I was growing up. Mum and Dad used to take me up until I was about 13, 14 to the Gulliver's parks. Our closest one in Matlock Bath, not too far away, about 40 minutes from us here. So we're going to be doing all the Gulliver's parks this summer, which is really exciting. We've never done vlogs from any of them before on the channel, so that'll be great. Can't wait to take our little one there and do all of those. Along with that too, you're going to be seeing us visit some other parks like Sundown Adventureland. I went with a friend a few years ago with their child, but still, it'd be nice to take our own little boy and do Sundown Adventureland. That's a brilliant park, not too far from Nottingham. There's like Twin Lakes. Obviously, they do their Halloween event, Extreme Scream Park, but they also do a main theme park that they've got there for the summer. So there's a lot of little parks and attractions aimed at the little ones that we're going to be covering on the channel as well. But also, it doesn't directly mean, oh, all of a sudden the shift's going to be everything for the little ones. Of course not. Both myself and Charlotte, we love our big coasters, we love our big theme parks, and much like it's been over the past few months and during the whole 9 months of Charlotte's pregnancy, we're still going to be visiting all the major theme parks. Alton Towers on our doorstep, Drayton Manor not too far away, Blackpool Pleasure Beach, but then we're going to mix in some of these other smaller parks as well. And obviously, it means basically there's going to be more content than there ever has been, because we're going to keep up with our usual vlogs and updates and things, but then you might see some specific other updates. We might be covering things like Thomas Land and CBeebies Land, Nickelodeon Land in a lot more detail over the next few years, but that probably won't be in our normal vlogs from the park. We'll carry on with those as normal, but then for those of you that are interested in things for the little ones, maybe you've got kids yourselves, then they're going to be in those videos. So it's very much important for me and the both of us that, of course, the channel, the format doesn't change. We want the format to stay the same, but naturally we're going to have a little one with us. So there's going to be a few little changes here and there, but it's more I want to bring additional content to the channel instead of everything just being, oh, everything's just going to revolve around the baby now on the channel. That isn't going to be the case. We can't wait. We're so excited, but still we want to make sure we're enjoying all the theme parks and covering them all as well. So I just wanted to make that clear, just so people don't think, oh, that's it, you know, they've got a baby now, they're not going to be doing any big parks, it's all going to be small stuff. Not at all. Like, if anything, this means more content, which is going to be great. Some little parks like the Seaside, that sort of thing, that we'll be going to that we've never really covered before, because yeah, they might have a little caterpillar coaster or something, but it's not really for our age group. There's quite a few small, tiny parks where we've been just to get the coaster credit, but we haven't filmed the vlog because it is aimed at the kids. Whereas now we will cover those and we will film a vlog there. So it's all them different things that is going to be great. I think for me, me, it's going to be really refreshing to do a lot more stuff in the UK and mix that in as well. Instead of a lot of, the same stuff what we'll visit, it'll be nice to add in some new things as well, because I know that you always enjoy seeing new parks, and there's quite a few new things that we can cover in the UK that we've never been able to do before, which will be really exciting. So yeah, that's an update there about our travel plans and everything like that. Possibly as we go more into the winter, obviously our little one will be 6 months by then, so that opens up even more travel options once he's 6 months for doing different things. As we move into 2026 and beyond, there's lots of really exciting things going on in the industry, both in the UK and abroad. We're going to be covering the Universal project here in the UK with a lot of detail. Obviously at the moment, it's more just surveying and things going on. I don't want to kind of bombard you with Universal UK stuff at the moment when really there's nothing to see going on. There's a lot happening behind the scenes. As soon as we start seeing more work on the ground, that's when we'll be filming updates. At the moment, I don't just want to be kind of filming updates on that project, which is really exciting, but also updates that aren't really containing much. I want to wait until there's things actually happening before we cover that. Along with that, there's some really big new projects that are going to be opening up, which I'm looking forward to. You've got the brand new coaster and theme park, Six Flags Qiddiya in Saudi Arabia. That's on the cards. Can't wait for Falcon's flight. It's smashing all the coaster records for the height, speed and the length. I can't wait for that. So we are going to be covering that. It's going to be opening at some point later this year, and we're hoping to be there for the opening for that as well, which would be great. And just any other smaller projects. Obviously, Paultons Park this weekend are announcing their new area for next year, so we'll be covering that. I believe there's new things coming to Drayton Manor next year. Lots of other parks. Chessington have got their new Paw Patrol area, and lots of exciting things in the industry, both close to home, in Europe and worldwide as well. So we'll be kind of covering all those in news updates and vlogs as usual. Like I say, it's very much going to be business as usual, but also expanding on that and adding lots of new things in there as well. And I know a lot of you love seeing new parks. I've got a list of about 15 to 20 parks throughout mainland Europe. Smaller parks, most of them, but there's still a couple of biggies that we've not done that we really want to cover kind of back end of this year and into 2026. So stay tuned for those. I'll read your comments. Every single comment I'll read on the channel. So it's always nice kind of hearing feedback. I know you love seeing new parks. We did quite a few on the Europe trip last month, so we're going to do more of that going forwards as well, which is going to be awesome. Now, of course, we've got our brand new logo. This is really exciting. So this is actually the 4th logo now for the channel. Next year, we're going to be celebrating 15 years of Theme Park Worldwide. I've already got a few ideas about what I want to do next year, including possibly a big event. So stay tuned for that later in the year, and I'll come on to that. We've not done an event for many years, but I've kind of got this plan, what I'd like to do for next year for the big 15th birthday, so stay tuned for that one. Now, obviously, Theme Park Worldwide was founded by myself back in 2012. I previously had a channel called Sandbrook Productions. Comment down below, any OG fans who watched that. That channel has been rebranded a couple of times to Adventure Sean, and now the Sandbrook Adventures, and obviously that's going to be our family channel where we post a lot of things together as a family and all different day trips and things that we do away from theme parks. So yeah, basically that channel then became it kind of sat there doing nothing, and Theme Park Worldwide kind of took over, and that channel just became stagnant there for years. I didn't really do anything on there. It just sat there on YouTube in the background until I relaunched it as Adventure Sean, and then kind of followed on from that point. That was in 2018. Now it became the Sandbrook Adventures a few years ago when we moved in. And yeah, the channel's doing great. So if you haven't already, join us on the Sandbrook Adventures for lots of exciting content over there too. But yeah, with Theme Park Worldwide, obviously I started off with I think I made the first logo for the channel in Paint, actually, I think it was. You remember Paint back in the day? Still exists, doesn't it? But yeah, I did the first thing. It was just like Theme Park Worldwide on a blue background, blue and white. And then we kind of had like a black version of that logo. It's still similar, but another logo of that. We then went into the kind of the first proper logo that was designed by a fan of the channel, actually. I know a lot of people love that logo, and I did too. It was fantastic, and that kind of all comes into the design of the new logo, which I'll come on to in just a second. And then, of course, 2020 came around, which meant a huge change for everybody in the world, didn't it, with the pandemic? A huge change for the channel. We kind of had to reevaluate everything in 2020, where we wanted to go moving forwards, what we wanted to do with the channel, and that meant putting out another new logo. We'd had the other one for like, 5 or 6 years. We wanted to put a new logo out there just to kind of show that it's myself and Charlotte that are going to be really running this full time together and putting it out there, that it was just going to be us moving forwards with the channel and having much more of a focus on detailed information, vlogs and things like that, instead of what we were doing before, where you know, sometimes there wasn't loads of information and things. It was funny but not as factual, so I wanted to make sure we kept that but also kind of expanded more. And obviously since 2021 the channel's grown like faster than it ever has done, so it shows that at the time that was the right thing to do, and we appreciate everyone for sticking with us. Like, honestly, 2020 was a challenging time for everyone. We really felt it that year, but of course we had our new logo, our new branding, which kind of carried the channel forwards into a new era, and that was 5 years ago now. Here we are in May 2025, and it's time for the next era of Theme Park Worldwide. A lot of that I've already spoke about in this video, but moving forwards, we are going to be a family unit, and also the logo featured just me and Charlotte, didn't it? Now, in previous iterations of the logo, you know, I wasn't featured in there, Charlotte wasn't either, but after 2020 we wanted to kind of put a big thing out there and show that it is us running the channel, put a kind of a face to it. I think everybody now 5 years on knows who we are running the channel, and that sort of thing, and of course that it'll be staying as us two and our little boy moving forwards. So I just wanted to kind of update the logo again, but I also loved the previous logo a lot, and I know a lot of you did too. I really liked the new brand. It served a purpose, it did what it needed to, but 2025 was always my intention to update it. I thought, do we keep it with the kind of coaster carriage and then put the baby in the front? Then I thought, you know, maybe it makes us look like we're just going to be a baby channel, a kids channel moving forward, which certainly isn't the case, as I've discussed in this video. So I thought the best move for this one would be remove us from the logo, not just adding a baby in there. We'd put the aircraft back in from the prior logo that a lot of you loved. We've got the globe back in there as well, which is really nice. We've got the little pointers visiting the attractions, and then added a few theme park rides. There's a drop tower in there, there's a Ferris wheel, a pirate ship, a coaster, and we've put all those in there, and it's a round logo. So it kind of kept the shape of our previous logo as of a few days ago, because it looks great, doesn't it? Like when it's round, you can easily spot it on platforms like Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. Follow us on there, by the way. So I wanted to make sure that we kept it as a round logo, and that's what we've done, but then also kept the kind of colours. We've gone a bit more blue again, a bit more white and blue like the previous logo, a bit of black in there as well from our logo a few years ago, and it's created a really nice logo. I love it to bits. I'm really happy with it. Been going back and forwards with the design over the past few weeks just to get it finalised. Got it printed here on my nice polo shirt, and yeah, we love it. So I'm really happy about the logo. Let me know your thoughts down below in the video comments, and for anyone that's watched the channel for a while will certainly recognise the colours and the inspiration and things like the aircraft on there. And for me, it just looks a lot more professional again as well. We wanted to kind of go down that route. After 2020, we wanted to kind of show that, oh, you know, it's me and Charlotte here, we're on a coaster, we've got our hands up. But yeah, I wanted to kind of go back to something a little bit more professional looking now, because here we are, you know, 5 years on from the events of 2020 and the pandemic and a very changing time for everything. So hope that you like it. I'm really pleased with it. You're going to see it rolling out, literally, if it hasn't already, across all of our social media. Sometimes it takes a bit of time for it to process on YouTube and things, but you should be seeing it. We've got some new end screens on the videos, which I really like. We've got like new YouTube banners and all that, Facebook banners. So yeah, that's kind of moving the channel forwards with the new brand into 2025 and beyond, you know, and we're really excited for everything that's going to be coming up. So that kind of, you know, wraps up everything that I wanted to, channel related, what's going to be happening, you know, moving forward, the new logo, but also I just wanted to get in there as well that it is absolutely wonderful when we run into you all out there at the theme parks. Like when people shout over Theme Park Worldwide on YouTube, people are having photos, people saying hello. Honestly, it's wonderful, and we love meeting all of you out there. So if you do ever see us at a theme park, feel free, of course, as you always have done, to come over and say hello. But please just bear in mind, we are going to be having our little one now. We have got a baby, so there might be a couple of times where literally we're having to do a change or something like that, or take him somewhere to go and do that change and that sort of thing, where we might just be like, oh, hang on a minute, like we're just going to do something with the baby and then we'll be back, kind of thing. So yeah, it's not us being rude or anything like that. Literally, we are going to have our baby to look after, you know, as number one priority. So as much as we love meeting you all out there, please respect that with, you know, our privacy as well. If we are dealing with the baby or something like that family related, then please give us that respect. We would really appreciate it. I just wanted to get that in there at the end of the video because of course, you know, we are going to be out there at the parks. We're going to have our little one with us. Give us some space. You know, we want to make sure that we're new parents. We're not going to be experts. I don't think anybody is. Like, anybody claiming to be is not an expert. You're just going to have fun. You're just going to enjoy it. But also as well, it's about protecting our little one. So yeah, we please just appreciate it. Give the little one some space. You know, we don't want people like getting too close. And obviously if we're doing a change and that sort of thing as well, please respect that. We would really appreciate it. Of course, if you do have photos with us, feel free to have pictures with me and Charlotte. Share them on social media, tag us in your pictures. I know a lot of people always kind of shout over in queues and things, and I love that. I love keeping the channel interactive. And that's why next year, for the 15th anniversary, looking at doing a big event of some form, which I'm currently thinking about, which, yeah, would be absolutely brilliant. But there we go, big update, lots to talk about, lots of exciting things, and I can't wait for everything that we've got coming up on the channel. I just want to say though, once again, thank you so much for all of your continued support. I've been doing YouTube since I was like 13, 14 years old, and I can't believe it, like I've just turned 32 this week. Thanks for all your birthday messages as well, I appreciate it. And yeah, here we are entering the next era, and it kind of feels like I've grown up with YouTube. Like, this has been my life for a long time. I love doing it, and here we are. Like, you saw the proposal. Well, you saw me and Charlotte meeting each other for the first time. Along with that, the proposal, the wedding, like, and here we are now, like with our little one. Like, honestly, I can't believe it. We've kind of all grown up together, and this is it, entering the next era, the next chapter for Theme Park Worldwide, with a brand new logo, a brand new baby, but also that same classic Theme Park Worldwide style that you've all known and loved for many years, and especially over the past 5 years, with lots of new added things coming into the mix as well. But thanks for your continued support. If you haven't already, we'd really appreciate it. If you subscribe to the channel, make sure you got your notifications turned on so you can see when we upload a new video. We're going to be a lot more active with it, like things like Instagram Reels and TikToks moving forwards as well. So stay tuned for all of that. Make sure you give us a follow over on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook. We're also on X as well, where we post updates. And yeah, kind of a bit of variety with all the different social media pages with what we post as well. So if you follow us across them all, you'll never miss out where we are, what we're doing, and lots of different updates. And of course, we've got a lot coming up on the Sandbrook Adventures, our family channel as well, that we look forward to sharing with each and every one of you. If you're enjoying the videos, be sure to give them a big thumbs up. It really helps up the channel. Thanks for all of your continued support, and welcome to the next stage, the next era of Theme Park Worldwide, as we enter into next year and 15 years of the channel. I'm Sean Sandbrook. Thank you very much for all of your kind words. And that leaves me with one final thing to say. Get out there and keep on riding. See you in the next video.